Between the age of 24 and 25, I became pregnant, married, and a new mom. Yes, in that order. As a married woman, I thought I was complete, stable, and secure. A mature woman. But I found myself frustrated with my marriage, especially when it came to love, acceptance, and our sex life. We lived in Felton under the redwoods. In our newly remodeled home, our family thrived as we added 2 additional children. But I felt the connection with my husband was vanishing through the years, and I found myself slowly becoming attracted to other men. That's right. If another man showed me attention, I would have fantasies about romance and cheating. And this was not acceptable to me as a Christian woman, and I tried hard to control this mind chatter. I worked to become a fascinating woman in my marriage, but I still couldn't find the connection that I needed. It was especially difficult observing my husband gone on the evenings when he was climbing at the climbing gym and spending weekends away with others. I suspected he was having an emotional affair with another woman. She kept popping up at social gatherings and even made an appearance while we were on a family ski trip. While I was pursuing my interest, we spent less and less time together. And I was needing some more attention, and I found it easy to flirt with others. One day, I was sitting on my bed looking through my husband's laptop. I was searching for pictures from a recent trip to Canada. And I found this file that looked really strange. I clicked on it, and up popped pictures of him climbing with her. I remember him telling me he was on that trip with his male friend, but the pictures were with her. He did not deny this. He told me he kept it from me for my protection. My heart broke. I started shaking. I got stiff, and I could hardly speak. And the pain from what felt like glass shards in my chest area had me gasping for air. And then I discovered that not just my husband, but my entire family was holding a secret that was confirmed by my 12-year-old daughter. He had taken the family on a ski trip and asked them not to tell me because he had invited her as well. This devastated me. I felt violated. It was not the way I wanted my family to be raised, to lie. And even with help, I was heartbroken, and I tried hard, but I couldn't find my way back to him. So I ended our 20-year marriage in divorce. 1 month after my divorce, I was sitting in my home. It was freezing. I was wrapped in a warm sweater, sipping tea in my white and blue kitchen. The children were gone. There was no heat in the home. The propane tank was empty, and there was no firewood for the wood stove. I felt so alone and scared, and it was just hard for me to manage this home by myself. I was remembering the laughter of my family when we were all having fun in this house together. I remember trying to wrap my mind around the fact that this is not what I wanted in my life. And I was so distraught when I would see happy couples and families around me. I even tried dating briefly, having sex again, but felt guilty sitting in church knowing I was out of integrity with my beliefs. My housemate entered the scene. She had a friend with her, a vivacious and spirited woman who took interest in me and invited me to ecstatic dance. I was fascinated. The music welcomed me like warm honey, and I felt yummy and juicy in my body. I started to grieve through the movement, uncontrollable sobbing, crying while I was dancing, stomping and growling on the floor as I rolled on my new partner, the dance floor. I started to release the feelings of abandonment, my victimness, fear, and the new freedom I was experiencing. It was released on the dance floor, and this was my practice for many years. Between yoga, dance, and tantra classes, I dove deeper into my sacred body. I made new friends and eventually became more social. And I felt comfortable enough in my skin to explore orgasmic meditation. In the fall, I made arrangements with a trusted partner for orgasmic meditation practice. When I walked in the room, it smelled clean. The walls were bare white. There were a few plants in the corner and an eccentric piece of art. No music, and murmurs of other practitioners. I felt safe, guided by the instructor. I learned that through the practice that it was best to clear my mind and not have any notions about having a particular pleasurable kind of experience. I removed my pants and lay on the blanket, my legs supported by pillows, my head cradled in a cushion. My partner announced he was getting into position at my right hip and shared with me that he was ready to touch me. I steadied my breath and cleared my mind and dove deeper into myself as I allowed the buzzy aliveness to wash over me. I did not have to work for pleasure. I didn't have to move. I was surprised that the simple touch on the right spot of my clitoris would create such a sensation. It changed everything for me. And this was my weekly practice. There was this one time when we practiced and I was receiving 11 times in 1 week. I was devoted to uncovering something that was lying under the shame since my marriage. One time, a very deep-held secret emerged. I had been molested by neighborhood boys more than once as a child and had held this secret until then. With help, I received support and healed from this story and began to unfold in a juicy, orgasmic way and allowed myself to enjoy delightful lovers over the course of the next several years. After I released this painful story, I had more healing with my family, especially with my children. They were able to hear my sacred sexual unfolding and this very difficult, painful story from the past. They accepted me, and we practiced truth-telling with each other, and I hear their journeys as well. This Christmas, they made the holiday so enjoyable by preparing the holiday meal. They served me after all the years of me serving them. We so enjoy our family time, and when he feels comfortable, my ex-husband joins us.